Well, for now, everybody, let's give it up for Cody, everybody. Give it up for him.
Lovely Cody. Lovely Cody. Thank you for bringing that up, Cody.
I already complimented the way you look. Don't go fishing. I know I talked about fishing too, but don't go fishing.
No, listening to the YouTube, I don't know if I'm going to use this, but listening to the YouTube channel, I noticed you say that every time. Lovely Cody. I thought, man, I should have changed my, instead of Crazy Cody's Comedy Corner, I should have done Lovely Cody's Comedy.
I usually do 2 levels.
Yeah, lovely. That is very correct. So, well, everybody, thanks for being here. How is everyone? Swell. Great. Swell. Let's hear it for the bartenders, right? Anyway, so that was fucking great, everyone. Just so you know.
We did that already.
Everyone on their phones. I know we did that, but it's just good to do it again. Show your appreciation.
What?
What? So anyway, how many here have their have kids? One. How many kids are named after you? Well, one. You have one. Actually, shit, that's almost all of us. That's crazy. Oh well.
Does that count?
Yeah.
It was a boy.
You'll get it. Well, okay. That works. Why not? Yeah. So, but you ever get asked? Isn't that confusing? You know, having your kid. What if your spouse? How do you know the difference? You know, I get that a lot. And I always say, well, there's a tone. Trust me. When she's yelling for me, trust me. There's a difference. But what I do like about it, though, it's the only time, like when she's talking to her family, it's the only time she ever refers to me as Big Cody.
Do you like that?
I do like that. Like, go ahead, call your mom. But kids are great because now you get all the cool stuff, like the cool Nerf guns. Yeah, that's what I like. But I have noticed Nerf guns are a lot like when a man is about to climax. Yeah, think about it. You know, it's kind of a big production before you get to even start. You know, you kind of have to work at it and kind of get what it's supposed to, and for all the effort you're putting into it, because like sometimes you get the big guns, you got to stick all the bullets in the little what are they called, the clips or whatever. Got to put all these bullets in there. It's a lot of work, and your end outcome. It's not really going to last that long. If you're lucky, it's going to go pretty quick because it's an air-powered Nerf gun. So, and then sometimes, a lot of the times when you get everything ready, when you're finally about to get there, and you kind of pull the trigger, that first dart just kind of drops out of the barrel. It's kind of down. So, but what are you supposed to do? And it's just going to be a big mess when you're done with it too. It's going to be just little darts everywhere, all over. When it's all unloaded, it's a big mess. And if you're lucky enough to be playing with somebody else, you don't want to shoot them in the face or get them in the eye. It's just, it's so much like it. But it's still worth it, and you're glad you did it. You'll do it every time. So, but it's fun to get stoned and shoot darts. It really is. How many here smoke pot?
Professionally.
So this joke's, it's legal. You can go ahead and say it. Don't. Okay, I got one guy back there. At least he kind of raised his hands. I guess this is. Yeah. Well. A lot of times I buy pot based on its name. I really don't care about much else, but I go ahead and base it, get it up off its name. And my brother-in-law, when pot came legal, started a pot growing thing, whatever. So his company, they used to grow designer pot. But, or should I say, he's not here, but it's designer cannabis. Apparently there's a difference, but anyways, but it's Diablo. Hey, there's kids here. I'll go ahead and hold off on the joke right now, so. Glad you weren't here for the last one. Have a good night.
Just call Cody.
Okay, now we're gonna go on here. Thanks for hanging in there with me, folks. Okay, but anyways, he started a pot company called Diablo, is what it was called. And they're back again. That's amazing. Oh, he's using the bathroom. Okay. Okay. Well, I bet you it's 9. But anyway, Diablo pot is what it was called. So I went to go buy some pot, and there it was at the store. And I thought, oh, I'll go ahead and get it. And I'm like, well, what are the names of the pot you have? And she rattled off something, and she said Predator. I'm like, okay, that sounds like it should be good. I'll get the Predator, right? So I went ahead and bought that, and I bought some other stuff, like some joints that were pre-rolls. And I went home and I smoked that whole 8 of Predator. And I went, where's those grassy and old joints I bought? I need something that's gonna blow my head off. So I went ahead and smoked that, and I gave him a call, and he answered, and I said, hey, I just got some of your Predator pop. He said, oh, what'd you think? And I said, you know what, you should probably rename that to Chris Hansen, because that's the closest to a Predator that's ever gonna get. That was terrible pot, so.
More of a Michael Jackson than
Yeah, not that good. But the grassy knoll did blow my head off, so that was good. Good joke. I'm glad I bought it. But yeah, I'm assuming that nobody else here wakes and bakes, since we didn't get a huge. You all know what the concept of a wake and bake is, right? No, let me inform you. You smoke pot in the morning and you go get breakfast. It's a wake and bake, right? It's pretty good. Yeah. I like to go to Wendy's. Has anybody had their breakfast biscuits? Oh, they're delicious. They're phenomenal.
Are they good?
They're fucking delicious. Yeah, are they good? You don't have to wake and bake, but go ahead and go and try one of their breakfast biscuits.
Do you work there?
No.
They are hiring, right?
No, but they are hiring, yeah, because it does take a while to get through the line. But anyway, get one. They're delicious. So yeah, they're delicious biscuits. That's all I can say. I'm like, all I can think about is how good they are. They're like KFC good. This is how good these biscuits are, if anyone's had it. And they only do it in the morning. They're KFC biscuits in the morning. And I don't know if anybody knew, but the founder of Wendy's actually started with KFC. And I don't remember exactly what had happened, but him and the Colonel had some beef between them. Yeah, that was good, wasn't it? But the Colonel actually sold his, or not the Colonel, but Dave went ahead and sold his shares back to the Colonel for $150 million, and then started his fast food enterprise in Empire that he named after his daughter. How many people here can name the 3 lies that I'm about to say in the 7-word sentence? Dave Thomas sells real food at Wendy's. Lie number 1. His name is Rex David Thomas. Lie number 2, it's not real food, it's processed food. Lie number 3, His daughter's name is, that's why I wrote it down, Melinda Lou, not Wendy. And I went, man, that's, what a lie. I can't believe that. But it makes a lot of sense why, someone like that would lie. Because I bet he was so pissed off at KFC. That's all he did was plot. All he did was plot his revenge against the Colonel. And he sat there and he went, that son of a bitch. He makes great biscuits. I'm going to get him. He sells them at night. I'll sell them for breakfast. I need a biscuit recipe. So for years he would have someone bring in these biscuit recipes. He'd sit, he'd nibble on it, he'd chew on it, and he'd say, no, this tastes like shit. Have you ever had a KFC biscuit? Try again. Because a guy named Rex, yeah, it's not Dave, he's not this fat hat cheery guy. He's fucking angry inside, and he just wants to get him. Till time goes by, and someone brings him another biscuit. What the hell? It's not a fucking biscuit! You're fired! Fucking everyone's just scared to bring this guy biscuits now because, he's pissed, he's determined. He wants to fucking bring down the Colonel Sanders. Son of a bitch. So then, one day, someone brings him the biscuit of the current recipe. That's it! That's it! I got you now, Harlan. Your ass is mine. Later that night, he peacefully died at the age of 68, knowing that he finally could take down the Colonel. But try their biscuit. It's fucking delicious. That's a true story. You don't believe that? Why do you think no one laughed? Because that was a true fucking story. This is comedy night? No, this is fucking history night. Alright, anyway, I gotta go ahead. I gotta wrap this up. I gotta catch a bus. It's kind of, well, it doesn't, I felt like, did you see the bumper sticker on it? It said my other car is the bus. So, but it's kind of hard to catch the bus sometimes, when you look homeless from like 30 yards away. Half of them don't even slow down. You're just praying there like, I hope someone holds the cord. Not that time. So, anyway, you've all been great. Have a good night. Thank you.
Well, there we go. Keep going for Cody, everybody. Oh, yeah. Hey, put the mic back. What are you doing over there?
Medicine.
That's right.
Oh, hell yeah.
I have manners.
All right, well, we're going to move on down the list. Cody, thank you. Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, thank you.
I was going to say, was there one kernel of truth to that story?